The only morning show that reduces swelling on contact. The Terry, Bill, and Steve Show. On Edmonton's Classic Rock, K97.
Are we back?
Oh, yeah.
Terry, Bill, and Steve Show brought to you by 2,000 Wheels, 1,000 Deals at United Cycle. Your summer riding season starts with big savings and selection and famous United Cycle service at 76th Avenue and Gateway North.
Weather forecast not too sexy. Well, actually, today and tomorrow are great. 18 with a few clouds today, 20 and sunny tomorrow, 17 with a chance of showers Thursday. But Friday, Saturday, right in time for the Rainmaker Rodeo, pouring rain at 9. Right now it is 9 degrees.
Ryan Kohler in the studio with us now. Ryan is a brand new... Are you considered the brewmaster? Are you the guy? Turn on his microphone, Scotty.
Try that again.
There.
Am I there?
Yeah, now you're there.
Yeah, not the brewmaster, but the guy behind the beer getting it here and the recipe and everything else. So, yeah, we have a brewmaster, someone that knows what they're doing when they put ingredients in big tubs. So,
but this is brand new. Kohler beer, Kohler Lager is brand new. You just started doing this in October.
Yeah, we started doing it in October, and then got beer into a can, then a can to Alberta, and now available in the local liquor stores here. So yeah, but it's brand new for us. I've wanted to do it. My family and I have wanted to do it for a long time, and so it's finally here, and we're excited to be able to share it with everyone.
And it's kind of neat too, because you said this is your grandmother's recipe?
Yeah, this is my family's from Germany, and this is my grandmother's recipe that they used to grow hops in the backyard in Germany, and it was a pretty average, normal thing to have a beer every day during dinner, and so this is that recipe brought here.
Wow, I've heard of... I remember Warren Moon, the football player, when he's here, started a cookie business from his grandmother's recipe. I don't know if anyone... I've never met anyone who's... it's my grandmother's beer recipe. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's a unique, very flavorful German-styled lager. It's got a honey flavor to it. It's a really smooth beer. It's a little bit different from your regular Canadian-style beer. It's something you kind of just have to try to see what it's like.
Does it follow the laws of Reinheitsgebot? Or do you know what Reinheitsgebot is?
Yeah,
the Bavarian laws of 1522 or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, they're simple, right? It's a pure thing. It's, we only have 4 ingredients, and they're a pure ingredient. It's simply brewed. It takes about a month to make. But, we're really interested in letting people know that, everything in our beer is pure. Everything in it, there's nothing in it that's that you can't pronounce and don't know what it is.
Now, people are creatures of habit. How do you get the people who drink, without mentioning any brand names, the bland brand names? Like when I drank beer, that's the kind of stuff I tried to drink. Is your kind of stuff, and
you were drinking the flavors of the beer with meat in it.
Yeah, the stuff from the big 2 breweries, I tended to stay away from because it was all just kind of watery, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you convince people to try to give this a try when they're so used to drinking this brand for the last 30 years? That's all they drank.
Yeah, we understand that. They've been marketed that brand for a long time, so they're used to just walking to a liquor store and grabbing that off the shelf. Mm-hmm. I guess I could relate it to my grandmother's cooking too. It's she puts a lot of time and effort into it, and when you have a chance to sit down and eat it, it's wonderful.
Right.
It's the same thing as getting marketed, say, a fast food restaurant or something, right?
Sure.
You get marketed that all the time, and you're accustomed to walking out with something in your hand quickly and getting a product that might not be the very best. But this is like I said, a home recipe, and there's a lot of effort and time put into it, and you can taste it in the flavor. It's a matter of like sitting down with people and getting the chance to present our beer to them, and then once they sit down and understand the difference between, say, a craft beer and a beer that's brewed in millions of tons, you can taste the difference, really.
Sure.
So yeah.
What did you, before you were building beer, what were you doing? You got a handshake like a son of a gun. You got a firm handshake. What?
I play a lot of hockey. I'm just an Edmonton guy here. Just a regular guy. I play a lot of hockey. I'm fairly healthy. That's another reason why I wanted a pure beer. We wanted to know what was in it. I think a lot of people want to know what's in their food and drink these days. Yeah. It's sort of a trend, and so I'm a healthy guy, but I love beer at the same time.
I love beer too, so we have a lot in common. noticed that
beer.
I skipped that whole healthy part?
Yeah.
Well, can I try one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
That's the best part. Actually, about having a beer with your name on it is you get to.
You just I don't drink, but thanks.
Is that like a coat of arms something thing? The label there, is that a family coat of arms?
Yeah,
Scotty will take one.
It's a family crest.
Can I see it there?
And we've kind of altered it a little bit because the family crests are a little, they're kind of wild if you look at them from, hundreds of years ago. But so we've altered it a little bit and added a few things in there. Put a heart in there, which is kind of neat, and some arrows, and just it represents some of the stuff that I like and do, and so. Yeah, we just made a logo. And
you have a website too, KohlerBrewing.com, KOHLER, KohlerBrewing.com. Well,
is it just the one brand that you have right now?
Yeah. We just have the one beer. It comes in cans and with the snap-on tops, and yeah.
How do you go How do you just all of a sudden? I'm going to start brewing a beer and putting it in cans and selling it. Like, is there a bunch of hoops and barrels that you have to jump through with the government or anything like that?
Yeah, there's lots of that. We're an entrepreneurial family, so we're not really afraid of doing any of that stuff. It's something we've done with other businesses as well. So it's one of those things. It was a dream to do, and finally came into fruition. Getting it into the can and getting it up here wasn't that hard. Just do a little bit of hard work, and you can get anything done. So.
Is German beer traditionally, like I know some people in Great Britain like warm beer? Is German beer traditionally served cold, or do you recommend it ice cold, or do you?
I recommend this beer ice cold. I think that that's the way I like it, and that's the way I serve it to people. So yeah.
Yeah. So when people go to your house, you just have this in your fridge, top to bottom?
Yeah, if you come to our place, yeah, it's Kohler Lager for sure.
Right. When we should go over to Ryan's place. He's got a fridge full of beer.
That can work.
Yes, yeah.
The walls are just tapped, so you just walk up to random wall and
nice.
Just hooked right up to the vat.
Where's the brewery? Can people go by and see the brewery at all?
Actually, the brewery, it's in the U.S., so it's not here in Canada. We picked a brewery in the U.S. because they had all the qualifications we needed to make this specific type of beer. So,
right.
But our plans are to make a brewery here in Edmonton soon. So,
that'd be good.
Within the next year, yeah. We want to be able to make it here, obviously.
Get some Edmontonians working and stuff?
Yeah, that would be that's what we'd like to be able to do for sure.
That's a big thing too when it comes to trying to jump through the hoops and barrels with the government, is when you're employing people locally, then that helps out as well. That's great to hear that you want to start that up locally.
That's the ultimate goal, obviously, is to have that the brewery here in Edmonton. I think within a year we should have that done. So
very good. It's Kohler Lager, KOHLER. If it doesn't have it at your liquor store, ask them to bring it in. KohlerBrewing.com to find out more about the beer. It's very good. It's delicious, and I do taste that little hint of honey.
Yeah, it's something you got to give it a try. Like I said, give it a shot. It's not going to be your regular. Canadian styled beer.
Right. I got a buddy that I used to live next door to, and he would buy his brand that he always buys, but then he would also buy a 6-pack of something. Every time he goes for beer, he buys a 6-pack of something else to try something else. So I'm going to recommend this to him. That'll be good, Captain.
Yeah, I would recommend doing that. Just everyone to do that, just to try other beers, just to give it a try. Craft beers, people put a lot of hard work into these beers. So
sounds good, Ryan. Thanks very much for coming in, Ryan Kohler, Kohler Lager. It's kind of what color would you say that can is? It's not burgundy. It's
deep red.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rusty brown, red sort of color, and it's got the family coat of arms on the front there. Thanks very much, Ryan Kohler from Kohler Lager. It's I have a big lager burp coming up here in a second.